I think my mom likes to tell the story of me being 4 years old and coming out of having been in the bathroom singing for 3 hours straight or something like that, and announcing that I was going to be a musician, and as a backup plan I was going to be an actor. So I don't think that was the best backup plan, but I obviously haven't needed one so far. So I've wanted to do it from as far as I can remember. And then as far as figuring out sort of how I would, you don't actually get to choose, I don't think, what works. I think I almost feel as though our current sound has been very, and the sound that's working, and it's that we're releasing music under and is taking us somewhere, is a sound that I feel like obviously we worked very hard to find, but I couldn't have said, I wouldn't have told you 5 years ago that this would, it would have worked. So I think just the thing that's really been the thing for me is just always following my gut and going, always searching for more. Like I was really, really into songwriting as a basis. Like that's always been my thing. So I thought from a very young age that I noticed that all the best songs, regardless of how they were produced, whether it be punk rock or hip hop or R&B or whatever the genre, if you can sing the song and play the chords on the guitar or on the piano, it'll come across as being really good. You'll get it. You get it all there, although you may be missing all the flourishes and the nuances of the recordings or the arrangements. So that was always the basis for me, and so I was always attracted to great songs first and foremost, like the Beatles and all these sort of artists who were really strong songwriters. And then throughout the years I've just sort of experimented with different sounds. It started with punk rock, then it got a bit more heavy, then it got very stripped back. I kind of abandoned all other excess musicianship and went really into singer-songwriters like Joni Mitchell and Neil Young. And then I went into more like electronic stuff, thinking about sonic textures and sound landscapes and sort of things like this. And then in the last few years I've sort of amalgamated all that into our current sound, which is very complex sonic landscapes, but also just a straight ahead pop song. Last week in Austin we did a acoustic performance, which was the first time we had done that for a Dutch radio station of one of our songs. And it's a 7.5 minute long dance floor track, but we played a 3.5 minute version on acoustic guitar. So that sort of illustrates the whole thing, that if you listen, the song's called All I Want. If you listen to the song, it might be sort of a far stretch to think about how one might do it with an acoustic guitar, but then if you listen to it on an acoustic guitar, you get that it's really just a simple 3 chords and a melody.